You are the incoming chair of the Delaware Community Foundation.
I am.
Which is Delaware's largest community foundation. You and the Delaware Community Foundation is doing some really innovative work. One is a social impact fund, and we happen to be having an intersection with the social impact fund. And perhaps you can share why social impact funds even make sense for a traditional foundation, and how people who want to make a tax-deductible contribution who would not otherwise get a tax deduction by being part of Second Chances Farm can get to eat their cake and have their cake.
So I guess you're responsible investing, social impact investing, sustainable investing. It's got a lot of different tag names. I'm in the investment business, and so I work with families and foundations and endowments in my day-to-day job. And I'd say over the last decade, now it's very rare where we have a conversation and it doesn't come up. Maybe they don't understand it, but they might be asking questions about it. And I think that there are more and more people out there of wealth or that don't have wealth that understand that they can align their values with their investments and not give up return. So that's one side of it, the investment side of it, and we're working with our board at the DCF to try to understand that as we think about ways to invest our endowment dollars and the dollars of our stakeholders. But I think the other side of it, and I'll try to be brief, is that there are people that think about giving differently. Maybe they don't believe in the traditional grant making in the sense that it's hard to measure outcomes and such. Maybe they're entrepreneurs and they like the idea of investing in actual businesses, investing in citizens that are re-entering that can have a social impact while having the incentive of economic reward and capitalism. And so I think it's attracting a different type of donor/investor that I think is important.
Is that the Delaware Community Foundation has now created this opportunity for somebody to donate. Actually, they can donate artwork, they could donate, I guess, wine, they could donate anything of tangible value as long as it is sold. They get a tax deduction for the fair market value, as I understand it. It goes to DCF, and the DCF takes a very small fee, I believe it's 1%, and then invest the rest of it and they could target it for Second Chances Farm, invest in the Second Chances Farm, and then when the return comes back, it can use it for another social impact project. That to me is pretty radical even by capitalist standards. What makes a traditional board like the Delaware Community Foundation so comfortable about taking such a leap? Explaining it is hard, that you get a tax deduction, but you can but it goes into an investment.
Yeah, I think it is difficult, but I think most boards are struggling with this. They've heard about it, and so I think most sophisticated boards, at least, are trying to understand this, and donors are asking about it. So it may be that someone is giving their money and they have a fund, and just a portion of it is going into the social impact fund. It may be that they only invest in the social impact fund, and then it becomes evergreen, and they can watch those projects over time, which is again a different way of investing/donating that's a little more tangible for them. So you're right, it's a different conversation. We're dipping our toe in the water. But I think most of the foundations and endowments that I've grown to respect and the people that are in this community are having the conversations, and I suspect that's why we're having this conversation right now.
And we are excited to be part of the initial charter group. I guess we are part of the early group.
You are, if not the. So there was one investment a while ago, but you're in the top 3, I believe.
That is fantastic. Well, we are delighted that Delaware Community Foundation is supporting us.